Your job is to test for interest and test her ability to follow your lead. Okay. If she's not interested or she's not following your lead, cut her loose. Okay. She's just not the right one. Next bus. Right. So your only jobs here, test for interest, test her ability to follow your lead, and then facilitate fun and fun. That's it. That's your job. Have fun with it. Facilitate that fun and okay, if the opportunity presents itself. The cool thing about this, and this is why I highly recommend it, and this is why I promote it, is because when you change your mindset about this and you turn it into just one big science experiment, it actually takes the emotional pressure off you. It lets you let go of that attachment to outcome. And now you're free to be yourself. Now you're free to be your authentic self. A big problem with guys who are nice guys and they're going out and they're doing these nice things and giving out flowers and showering women with compliments and all the stuff, trying to be romantic or whatever. They're not really being who they are. They're trying to impress these girls. They're putting on a facade that's fake. It's not what really makes you attractive. So when you let go of all that and now you're not qualifying to women, you're sort of you're testing to see if they deserve to be in your life. You're turning the tables around. It allows you to be free and authentic. It allows you to be who you really are. Now I'll tell you this, if you a lot of the non-advice out there is to just be yourself, right? If you are being who you are and it's still turning people off, something's got to change. Okay. like there's something about you that's just not doing it. Okay. You can't just be yourself is by itself is terrible advice. Okay. You have to be the most attractive version of yourself. Okay. But you still want to be authentically who you are. All right. But it eliminates that attachment to outcome. And you're just testing different things, right? Like, does she respond well to your kiss? Great. Awesome. Seems like she's interested. Okay. Does she not respond well to your kiss? Great. Just don't call her again. Right? It tells you everything you need to know. You don't need to sit there and like over process these things. You're just collecting data. Did she like it or didn't she? Oh, she didn't like it. Okay. Well, I'm just not going to call her. Right. Let's test this out on the next chick, right? I always say to guys who are out dating, always go for a kiss. On the first date, always go for a kiss. If the opportunity presents yourself in the middle of the date, do it then, but at least at the end of the date, go for a kiss. It's the ultimate test of interest. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And when I did that, what I found is that a vast majority of women are very responsive to kisses. Like they're just like, oh, thank God this guy kissed me, and they'll melt in your arms, right? And there's going to be a few that aren't into it. Like they'll give you the cheek or they'll kind of scrunch up like this and still kiss you. That tells you everything you need to know too. You're like, oh, she didn't like the kiss. All right, well this just isn't going anywhere, right? It's not an attack on you, right? Some people like pineapple pizza, some people like pepperoni pizza. You just happen to be pineapple pizza and she doesn't like that. Okay. That's not your problem. That's her problem. Okay. There was only one time where I got a somewhat negative response to that. And it was like during COVID and this chick goes, oh no, not on a first date like that. And I go, okay. And I just never called her again. It wasn't a big deal. I didn't get all hurt by it. It was just, she told me everything I needed to know. She didn't like me. All right. You're missing out, bitch. Do you see all this? Come on now. Don't you know I'm in the wolf pack? I wasn't in the wolf pack then. We didn't have that yet. I was in the 3% manager group though. So the whole point of all this, right, is to let go of that attachment to outcome. No more trying to impress women. And the thing is with this stuff, I like to really simplify it, especially on the dating circuit. So if you read my man Corey's book, he has a whole attraction scale, and he got that from Doc Love. He didn't invent that himself either. And the attraction scale, right? And he talks about, if a woman is a greater than 5, she'll be interested. But if it's below a 5, whatever. And then, kissing's at, 6 or 7 and what, all this kind of stuff, right? It's helpful. I think Corey's attraction scale is very helpful in a long-term relationship. Just staying on top of where your girl's at, never letting yourself get complacent, always watching where her attraction level is. That's very helpful in a long-term relationship. But in dating, it's too complicated. Keep it binary. Okay. She's either interested or she's not interested. Don't overcomplicate it. That's what I loved about Dr. Robert Glover's book, because he's like, she's either interested or she's not. Don't make it complicated. Okay. And you want to spend time with the women who show high interest in you, and you want to walk away from girls who don't. It's that simple. It's that simple. You're going to be more efficient when you stop banging on those closed doors and you start walking through open doors. Only spend time with girls that want to spend that time with you. My son recently dumped his girlfriend of a couple of months, and I don't try to interject game on my son unless he asks, but I will sprinkle it in every once in a while. He'll say something and I'll just sort of nudge him in the right direction, right? And the thing with this girl is that he was the one banging on closed doors and she wasn't showing like any interest in him. And I go, bro, you need to walk through open doors. You need to spend time with girls who actively want to spend time with you. If a girl's not doing that, you shouldn't be in a relationship with her. Okay. You're wasting your time and you're wasting her time. Okay. She's not with a guy that she wants to invest with. Okay. That don't make it personal. Just cut her loose. Right. So he did. My man. He just got his driver's license yesterday. I'm proud of that kid. All right, guys. Follow me on social media. The links are in the description. I'm on all the good platforms. I am trying to build up my X account right now. Grab I don't know what ebooks in the chat right now. So grab one of my ebooks, the first link in the chat. It's either Fine, Here's How You Get Her Back. It's probably this one. Or it's She's Made You Weak. Either way, if you go to comeonmanpod.com, you can grab either one of those. Whatever's going on in your world right now. You know, if you're in a dead bedroom situation, grab She's Made You Weak. If you just went through a breakup, grab Fine, Here's How to Get Her Back. You'll read Fine, Here's How to Get Her Back, and you'll realize that's a terrible idea. All right. But the big thing is that Forget That Bitch, a red pill guide to breakups, that dropped last week on Friday. It's available in all formats, including Audible. You can grab that here. I haven't made a cool commercial for it yet. So let me just say this, okay? If you're a guy and you're still obsessing over your ex, wondering what went wrong, replaying every moment, thinking maybe, just maybe she'll come back, that mindset is keeping you stuck, okay? You're not healing, you're spiraling. And the worst part, it's killing your confidence and ruining your shot at real happiness. It's time to change all that. Grab Forget That Bitch. It's brutal, it's honest, and it's the reset that you need. It's now available on Amazon Audible, and this book gives you the mindset tools to stop chasing, start growing, and finally reclaim your power in dating and in your life. Okay, grab that copy today, and then grab the workbook too. If you're really having a hard time getting past your ex, grab the workbook. Okay, all right. Man, who's in the chat? We got Nurse Chick in the house. Good morning, gentlemen. Guys, follow Nurse Chick on X. She's working on her X account as well. She's got a book that she's got to finalize. She's got to do the last edits on it, and I got to help her format it. But until then, she's trying to build up an audience on X. Let's see. Oh, and she always gets the thing.
So naughty.
Yes.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, I will. You don't worry about that. Oh, and brother Dan's in house. Speaking of Nurse Chick and incoming, we're going over to Dan's house, and we're going to absolutely make Dan regret it. We're going to Dan's house tomorrow. Simp, sucker, idolizing, mediocre pussy. Yes. Not sure who said it. Well, I learned that acronym from Thor, and I think Kevin Samuels used to say it too. But I think that acronym it's pretty old. But that's what simp means. For those that didn't know. CW says changing your paradigm makes all the difference, and that's what we're doing today on Frame Fridays. And Irk is in the house. Good day. What's up, brother? What's up? Oh, Mouty's in the house. Mouty's he's a Wolfpack brother. Good afternoon from the UK. Just enjoying the one day a fortnight that I get a chance to watch live as I work a 9-day fortnight. I love that you guys still use the term fortnight in England over there. Hey, Viking Paradigms in the house. Skull, brother. What's going on, man? All right, let's get on with this. Why you're still failing in the story that will haunt you. So most men are repeating emotional loops. They're stuck in outcome attachment. And a lot of guys have this false idea that one woman's approval defines your worth. Okay, so you go out in the dating circuit and a date doesn't work out, and you start mentally getting in your head and spiraling because this one girl had an opinion of you that was negative. Okay. You're like, oh, this one girl, I wasn't able to impress her. It's because a lot of you guys developed that one-itis on the dating app before you've even met these chicks. There's this thing that we experience called Christopher Canwell calls chronesthesia. It's basically in NLP, we call it future pacing. We call it future pacing in NLP, but it's the same thing. You basically have this mental projection of what your life's going to be with this girl, what it's going to be like smelling her perfume, what it's going to be like making love to her and going on dates and traveling the world. And you haven't even met her in person yet, right? And so by the time you get on this date, you've already got this attachment to outcome. You've got your hopes up, and you have this mental idea of, oh, she might be the one. She might be my soulmate, right? It's a false idea. It's a false idea, and you're setting yourself up for failure. Okay. And just the belief in the one by itself keeps your blinders on for better options, right? There's no such thing as the one. You've got to get that out of your head. There's no such thing as a soulmate or the one. All right. I really go into depth on that in Everything I Wish I Knew when I was 18. But it's scarcity thinking. It's a scarcity mentality. And in any area of your life, having a scarcity mindset will keep you stuck. It'll keep you dependent on things that you shouldn't be dependent on, like your job, for instance, right? You might have a scarcity mindset when it comes to your job because you're like, oh God, if I get fired, I'm fucked. I don't have any savings. I don't have any money. I might not be able to get another job. And so you stay dependent on an employer who will use you and abuse you and keep you stuck there because you have a prison of your own mind thinking, well, this is my only option. What happens if you get fired tomorrow? What are you going to do? Some guys unalive themselves because that's how mentally trapped they are in stuff like that with that scarcity thinking. You've got to eliminate scarcity thinking from your mind in all areas of your life, but especially with women. Okay. There's not just one girl out there for you, right? There's 4 billion women on the planet. Even if this one girl is 1 in a million, mathematically speaking, that means there's 4,000 chicks just like her. You got to eliminate that. But that scarcity thinking with women, it'll make you afraid to blow it with the one woman because you might not get an opportunity with another. You got an opportunity with this one. If you could do it once, you could do it again. Okay. I'll just say that right now. If you can get one date, you can get 10 more dates.
New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe now.